Hello and welcome to this short video all about investing with renewable energy and specifically with biofuels. This is a booming market right now and you'll find out exactly what are biofuels, also what is the worldwide demand right now for biofuels in this renewable energy market, and how you can actually invest and what is the minimum investment level. You'll also find out that the projected returns are projected for 45 years. It's a 45-year return on investment. The first year assured returns are 5%. The second year assured returns are 12%. But from year 3 onwards, the projected returns are 20%. And you'll also, of course, be able to request further information without any cost or obligation. So what exactly are biofuels? Biofuels are any kind of fuel made from living things or from the waste they actually produce. Bioethanol and biodiesel are the best examples of biofuels, and during this video we'll actually be concentrating specifically on biodiesel. Although renewable energy may seem like a new marketplace, millions of pounds and dollars are being spent on a daily basis to improve today's understanding and technology with renewable energy and the use of biofuels. But pioneers like Henry Ford and Rudolf Diesel were the original designers of cars and engines that ran on biofuels. Biodiesel is now in huge international demand as a biofuel, and it is processed from oil-rich plants like the Jatropha plant, which is now being grown commercially on plantations in various parts of the world and actually grows to a height of over 20 feet. Biofuels are extremely popular today on an international basis because they are a green, environmentally friendly alternative to fossil fuels. Harmful carbon and greenhouse gas emissions are reduced massively, and compared to conventional transport fuels, they are a viable and much needed alternative. A recent UK government report declared that biofuels actually reduced carbon emissions by between 50 and 60% compared to the emissions by ordinary fossil fuels. So what is the global marketplace for biofuels? Well, this particular market has grown massively in recent years, and this is a combination of different factors, things like domestic politics, rising oil prices, and obviously the most important thing being concerns about global warming. A large number of countries have now passed encouraging international laws that support and encourage biofuel industries. So what is the marketplace for biodiesel, and who are the main consumers? Well, the biggest consumers right now, and set to be well into the future, are those involved in the aviation industry. And mixed with traditional jet fuel, biodiesel already has been used on test flights by many of the leading international airlines. And these include British Airways, Continental Airlines, Virgin Atlantic, KLM, Air New Zealand, Lufthansa, and many other carriers. And it's expected that biofuels will soon be approved for general use, and Jatropha could help, therefore, one of the aviation industry's highest costs. And one of the highest costs within the aviation industry is that of aviation fuel. The industry would like to actually fly 100% on biodiesel as soon as possible. And this has been quoted by Paul Steele, the Director for Aviation Environment with the Aviation Association IATA. So currently, the demand far outstrips the supply. So how can you invest in the renewable energy market, in biofuels, and specifically in biodiesel? Well, you can now invest with a sound business model and a proven track record with one of the global leaders in green technology, a company called SAG, and that stands for Sustainable AgroEnergy. You can invest in the development of green oil plantations and investors have a number of product options that are all geared towards highly competitive returns on investment. And Jatropha is the baseline crop, and investors can expect assured returns of 5% in year 1, 12% in year 2, and projected returns of around 20% per annum or more once these plantations reach maturity from year 3 onwards. So what is the minimum investment to invest in biodiesel in the renewable energy market? Well, a small outlay of just £6,250 is the minimum investment required, and this will purchase 2 hectares of agricultural land on a 45-year managed lease with SAG. And SAG have over 1.2 million hectares of land which is currently available for farming on a commercial basis of Jatropha. So obviously there is no maximum investment, but there is a minimum investment of £6,250, and this will purchase 2 hectares. So typically 2,500 Jatropha trees will be planted per hectare, and each Jatropha tree will produce 1.5 litres of oil. The price currently of Jatropha oil is about 50 cents per litre. So assuming an exchange rate of $1.50 to the pound and a 50-50 revenue split with the investor taking their full 50% as a return, a 20% return on investment is definitely a conservative expectation. So for every investment of £6,250, you will purchase a lease, a 45-year lease, on a 2-hectare commercial plantation. Following your investment, there will be no further costs, but you will receive high projected returns for the next 45 years. So obviously it's highly attractive. Year 1, the assured returns are 5%. Year 2, assured returns of 12%. But from year 3 onwards, when the plantation reaches a level of maturity, the projected returns are 20% or more. So what you can do is invest in a sound business model with a proven track record and with one of the global leaders in green technology in the renewable energy market. And of course, do your part to help clean up the environment. So having made the initial investment, and the minimum investment is just £6,250, there are no management fees and nothing further to pay during the duration of the lease, which is for 45 years, and therefore the investor client can look forward to high returns for 45 years. However, there is a 100% exit strategy, and there are 2 things to bear in mind. The first thing is the guarantee. And if for any reason the supply of the product, SGG, a company called Sustainable Growth Group, if they fail in business and cease to trade, the investor client has 3 further independent operators to choose from who will continue to farm the crops and the commercial plantation, and therefore the investor will continue to receive returns for the remainder of the lease. As far as the exit strategy is concerned, the lease investment is for 45 years, and there is an exit strategy in place for clients between years 5 and 10, where SAE, a company called Sustainable AgroEnergy, and these are the plantation operators, these people will buy back the initial investment from the clients should they wish to withdraw their original investment in full. And from year 5 onwards, the plantation is extremely mature and obviously therefore extremely valuable. So if you would like more detailed information on investing for high returns with biofuels and one of the global leaders in green technology, go to the website, which is www.investrenewableenergy.blogspot.com. Thank you.